Thank you for taking the time to participate in today's webinar. Most engineers best know Brammer, Buck and Hickman for our expertise in the delivery of industrial products and solutions right across Europe. Today's webinar is in line with our company strategy: advise, apply, advance. Advise, anticipating customer needs. Apply, delivering innovative products and solutions. Advance, creating value with technical and advanced services. Today's webinar is all about how we can improve productivity through improved reliability. With our many years expertise in engineering solutions, we've come up with some key areas we'd like to present today that help extend the service life of your critical assets. So what's the cost of downtime per hour for your factory? So to start, my name is Peter Burrows. I'm the UK Technical Director, but most of today's presentation is being delivered by Jason Tweedy, our Head of Reliability Services, and James Frank from our reliability partner, PCMS. So over to you, Jason.
So today's approach on this presentation is to give you an overview of reliability services, why we perform these services, and the potential benefits of these to your business. So the first question is, why have reliability services? To demonstrate, we will discuss the PF curve. The PF curve, which stands for potential functional, is a visual representation of the working life of your equipment. In this particular case, this represents a bearing. Different equipment will have the order slightly changed. Everything that you install and does a job in your business will eventually wear or break down. We want to show you that by implementing condition-based monitoring, we can identify the signals that indicate an issue before a functional failure, i.e. waiting for heat, noise, smoke, or even straight to a breakdown. Stress wave vibration detection, which is a high-end form of vibration analysis, can identify potential bearing failures 12 months in advance. It also gives us the ability, if done regularly over time, to trend the results and forecast when it will fail, not just why. Another thing to point out is that this highlights the importance of the correct installation techniques and routine maintenance of equipment. This delays the onset of failures long term, something which we can help with as your reliability partner. In general, condition-based monitoring is beneficial because it can increase asset availability and potentially reduce your maintenance spend, as you can plan repairs and replacements when they are required, instead of setting a schedule. This in turn can also increase your productivity, as you can look to reduce downtime for interval maintenance. We opt to provide a tailored solution because each business has different aims, goals, different management processes, methods of maintenance, budgets, and so on. The same business can run two different sites running the same or similar product in completely different ways, and therefore require different approaches to condition-based monitoring. Brammer, Buck and Hickman decided to go into partnership with the PCMS group for several reasons. The main benefit for all customers is providing a reliable condition-based monitoring service tied into a fast, effective and high-quality repair service. If we find something wrong with your equipment, we are able to remove it, inspect it, repair it and return it quickly, and even reinstall if you require. It also means between us, we can give you full UK coverage staff-wise for both repairs and condition-based monitoring, boasting 40+ engineers out on the road, with another 18 behind the scenes repairing your equipment, including hydraulics. PCMS also have their own independent oil laboratory, meaning market-leading reports with customer favourable pricing. We are, between us, able to provide accredited training in all aspects of reliability, including condition-based monitoring and installation maintenance techniques, and are a BINT approved training centre. On the back of this, we can bring in our Rubik's category specialists to look into any long-term issues or problems that require specialist attention. So for the next new slides, I will now hand over to James.
Thank you, Jason. Good afternoon, everybody. So whether you provide new machines that need to achieve specified limits prior to delivery, or if you have aging assets, PCMS Engineering and Brammer, Buck and Hickman have a variety of tools available to allow you to fully understand the condition of your machines and structures. In addition to the more common condition monitoring technologies, here's a couple of other tests that we can offer. Diesel engine checks. Using Peak View technology from Emerson, we produce a plot for each cylinder, showing the firing frequency and valve operation for each. Using this, it's possible to identify faults such as over and under fueling, cylinder or piston ring wear, and injector problems. As a result, small repairs or adjustments to the firing or fueling can increase the efficiency and life of your engines. Noise surveys we carry out as part of health and safety inspection or as part of asset acceptance tests or new installations. We can offer noise surveys that conform to ISO standards. We offer structural troubleshooting, where we have a variety of tools available to allow us to visualize and understand the movement of structures and machines. Video deflection technology uses high definition, slow motion videos to highlight faults such as structural insecurities, resonance, and misalignment. These results can be used to show where structural repairs and reinforcements are required. We carry out vibration analysis. We do this because every fault within a rotating component produces a specific vibration signature. For example, an imbalance will create a different picture to a bearing fault. Highly trained engineers from both PCMS Engineering and Brammer, Buck and Hickman, using the latest data collectors and software, can recognize these patterns and accurately identify the cause of and severity of the fault. The most common faults found are insufficient lubrication, imbalance, and misalignment, all of which will lead to increased stress on your machines. By carrying out the corrective actions required in each case, you can vastly increase the life of your assets. Using peak view or enveloping techniques, we can often see a rolling element bearing fault more than a year before replacement is required, allowing significant time for planning and maintenance. So with regular data collection, properly set alarms, and effective use of trending, we can suggest the best time to carry out your repairs. This allows you to plan the required corrective actions around your existing maintenance schedule. And although most vibration analysis is carried out on a routine basis, we also carry out one-off health assessments as part of pre-shutdown surveys, warranty disputes, or acceptance claims. So whatever the size of your business or the number of assets, we can develop a flexible vibration analysis solution to suit you. We offer packages including fully inclusive, where we visit your site, collect and analyze all condition monitoring data, and provide a comprehensive report. Part inclusive is where we offer training and support, but you use your own equipment, collect the vibration data, and send it to us for analysis. Or we can supply equipment and training and then just support as required. We have supported several clients on their journey from a fully inclusive service provided by us to having their own fully qualified and competent analysts on site. Also, for inaccessible or critical machines, we have a number of wireless or online systems available, allowing for intelligent real-time monitoring. These systems will even email you when there is a vibration problem. This case study is an example of how vibration analysis saved money and time for one of our customers. So we were tasked with collecting vibration data on a newly installed production line as part of the initial commissioning process. The vibration analysis showed that 13 of the newly installed assets had signs of misalignment, imbalance, or lubrication issues. One of the process critical fans, the failure of which would result in lost production, showed excessive stress levels on the fan non-drive end bearing, with prominent bearing fault frequencies displayed in the data. The catastrophic failure of this unit could have resulted in secondary damage to the asset and a potential health and safety risk. As a result, the repair was planned and carried out, and the fan was non-operational for 36 hours with minimal lost production and costs covered by a warranty claim. It is estimated that a failure would have led to 12 weeks of lost production and an estimated cost of £50,000. I'll hand back over to Jason to talk about air leak surveys.
Thank you, James. So, air leak surveys are one of the biggest, air leaks are one of the biggest recoverable costs to industry. The issue being that most sites do not recognise the connection between air leaks and high air usage and its costs. Compressor usage, as you can see, makes up the biggest cost of a compressor's life. Going with UK averages for compressor costs and leakages, we go off what is called the 30-30 model. An example UK business has a £400,000 electricity bill, of which 30% of this is the normal percentage to power your compressors, in this instance around about £130,000. Of this number, the UK average for air leaks generated from this is 30 to 35%. Which in this example equates to £37,000 to £40,000 of potential air leaks. This highlights that energy costs are the biggest factor over its life, and that air leak remedials are a quick and sensible solution to reduce this. So for the typical start to finish routine, we are asked to go to site to discuss an air leak. Once on site, we ask typical but important questions about your compressors and general air systems. We also walk around to scope up the time it will take to perform. We detect leaks with state-of-the-art leak shooters, which visualize the leak and record the amplitude. The image is also used in the report for evidence. We record the details of the leak on our own software, which has been designed around customers' requirements to give you reports that give you relevant and accurate information. We also tag the leaks with metal detectable tags where possible, which means finding them to remedy is made easy for you. For ATEX required sites, we are able to use equipment that is safe on site. It does mean, however, no pictures can be taken, but the data is just as accurate otherwise. Our surveys are also COVID friendly. The way the survey is conducted means we rarely require to be in contact with people or to touch your equipment. Just a few examples of the pages from the reports that we generate. The survey can also provide remedial parts lists, estimated time to repair, and also, if required, we are able to facilitate the repairs ourselves. It also breaks down each area, so you can identify critical points or prioritise where to concentrate remedial fixes first. We also log the CO2 emissions created powering these leaks, which if used to fix, helps with obtaining your ISO 50001 accreditation for energy efficiency. On to oil hydraulic cleanliness. With our new hydraulic centres, we are now able to offer you contamination control on your hydraulic systems. The concept of this works similar to the other CBM technologies. We install a particle counter onto your running power pack, which checks constantly over 10 to 15 minutes the status of your oil, logging particle counts and other information. We then present to you this information and talk you through what this means and what remedial action you may need to take. It is a sealed system, meaning the data taken isn't affected by outside contaminants and works whilst your equipment is running, so there is no downtime, is simple and quick to fit, and allows you to see live data concerning your equipment. So if action is required, either an oil change may be suitable, or a simple flushing rig may allow us to filter the oil and bring it back up to the correct standard. The unit works by creating a closed circuit in your hydraulic system and forces the oil around turbulently at high pressure, picking up debris and contaminants, where the high-end filtration system then filters out. This unit also contains a particulate sensor, and so continues to filter until the sensor indicates that the contamination level has reduced to a preset acceptable standard. Different size rigs are available. Usual hire time is 5 days as an average, but we can discuss your requirements, visit your site and quote on your needs appropriately. Over to you, James.
Thank you. Oil and grease testing is essentially testing of the blood of your machinery, which can give a great insight into the running conditions of your assets. When you want to collect an oil sample, we provide a kit with everything needed to do this: a syringe, pipe, bottle, label, information sheet to fill in, and prepaid envelope. We advise you to take your sample just after shutdown from the middle of the main body of oil, as this will give a true reflection of your oil's condition. Drain points will have more dirt and contaminants, which can give incorrect results. Once you post the sample, we will email the results to you within 3 days of receipt. And if required, we can even take the oil samples for you as part of a condition monitoring program. So with a critical machine failure, thousands of pounds per hour in downtime, can you really afford not to monitor the lifeblood of your machinery? Our lab staff are highly trained and continually assessed to ensure the highest level of care is taken with every sample. Every report has recommendations where they are required, and they are uploaded to our cloud-based reporting software where they can be accessed at any time. Every element of the oil can be trended and compared to the latest ASTM or ISO standards to accurately classify the health of your machine, and our equipment is the latest available. We are always introducing new tests. We have recently introduced turbine oil testing, for example. Once we have your oil sample, we will look at the health of your oil with respect to 3 main categories. A trivector plot within the report, as shown on the screen, shows a visual representation of these 3 factors. We look at chemistry, which can relate to the oil condition and therefore the lubrication performance. We can show oil mixing, oxidization, reduced additive content, and viscosity. We also look at contamination, internally generated or external ingress, such as abrasive dirt, water, fuel dilution, or breakdown of seals and piston rings, etc. And then there's wear. This is generated internally due to friction, abrasion, or erosion between moving surfaces or from corrosion. We look at the size, shape, and material type of particles within the oil sample to suggest which part of the component is wearing and how. So what makes us different from the competition? In short, we think our service is a level above our competitors, as your vibration, thermography, and oil results are all displayed in the same cloud-based platform, meaning that any time you can see the full picture when it comes to your machinery health. The lab is constantly upgrading to cover more testing suites, and combined with your bespoke condition monitoring strategy, provides you with all the information you need to keep your assets running longer. So this is a case study showing how oil analysis worked for one of our customers. So whilst carrying out routine oil analysis for a steel production plant, an oil sample indicated high levels of wear. Further investigation of the oil revealed that the abrasive dirt ingress was the cause, leading to abnormally high wear levels. Although it appeared normal, an engineer's inspection revealed that the inspection cover was not correctly located following the last maintenance action, allowing contamination to enter the oil system. An oil flush was carried out with a further program of increased frequency sampling and oil changes implemented until the oil results were satisfactory. By possibly avoiding an unexpected catastrophic gearbox failure, the customer reported a potential cost saving £180,000 plus downtime. Thank you. I'll pass on to Jason to talk about thermography.
Thank you, James. So thermography is the inspection of abnormal thermal levels and patterns emitted by an object. As with vibration analysis, done over time, we can trend this information and spot anomalies. We can also use this to do one-off checks, i.e. electrical panel thermography or silo tank level checks to check for either readings outside of ISO standards or spot readings that differentiate from other sensors. For example, tank levels. Using state-of-the-art equipment, along with experienced and qualified engineers, we are able to advise of potential faults, as well as providing the service to rectify where possible. Thermography can be used across a wide variety of applications, including refractory kiln testing, transformers, building insulation and energy loss, solar panel functionality, and steam traps, as well as the following. Electrical panels. Thermography is the only preventative maintenance technology that is effective for identifying problems with poor connections, overloaded cables, and faulty electrical equipment safely and without any disruption to normal operation of your business. Moisture detection. Mold and moisture can cause extensive damage to buildings and health problems for tenants, so we offer thermography as part of building inspections. Motor and gearbox inspections. The extra load on a bearing caused by misalignment will often cause increased temperature at the bearing, which can be seen with thermography. Bearing wear and over lubrication will also cause a significant increase in temperature. Pipe insulation lagging along long pipelines. Our reports are clear, concise, and advise recommendations to remedy the issue using the latest reporting software. So on to lubrication. For your lubrication needs and requirements, our team can provide the relevant goods and services to keep your equipment lubricated correctly. The consequences of poor or inadequate lubrication usually entail higher maintenance costs, increased downtime, and even higher chances of work accidents. By lubricating equipment at the right time with the right amount, your equipment lasts longer, reduces the need to service, and increases machine performance. We can offer solutions, as you can see on screen, from single point lubricators all the way to full modular systems, from 15mm lubricator pots right the way up to 8-litre tubs on auto lube systems. Brammer can cater for all budgets and requests, and we can even install in sections, helping to reduce the costs along the way. Our maintenance and installation team can look at cloud-based monitoring systems for you using a system called iAuditor. This allows you to log in and see the work and reports done previously. We can also look into 24/7 monitoring. We have live data telling us the machine condition, where if an issue is discovered, we can either send in an engineer to assess and rectify, or advise you to send in your engineer to have a look. We cover the whole of the UK and always endeavour to respond quickly. Here are just some examples of the companies that we are working with. To give you a couple of examples, the first one being Kerry Foods Hartlepool. This started out as a small vibration analysis inquiry, which then developed into 2 days on site, during which time issues have been detected and breakdowns prevented. This work also led to an insight being implemented, such was the quality of the work. At Caveris, a long-term issue on a new packaging slicer was identified with an air leak survey, which turned out to be a cylinder with an intermittent leak. 2 Caveris engineers were currently looking at why the roll stand was registering movement and tripping the machine. With the air leak survey conducted, within a few minutes we had identified a faulty position cylinder with a bad seal and saved several weeks on downtime.